Welcome back to Grown Kids TV with myself, Mike, and Lindsay. And today's video, this is one of our tips and tricks videos. We're going to find out the cheapest way to ship Funko Pops safely and securely. So stay tuned.
Just like we said in the intro, we are going to go over step by step on how to ship Funko Pops. We are going to go over what materials you need, where you can get them, all the way up to what website we actually use for cheap shipping rates.
And this is whether you're shipping one Funko Pop or all the way up to, let's say, for instance, 50 Funko Pops a month. And the reason I bring that up is because we just checked, and on our eBay, we are shipping out 50 Funko Pops a month on average.
Yep.
And that's not counting our Patreon giveaways. That's not talking about our channel giveaways. That's just on eBay. Mm-hmm. And some people might watch this and say, hey, that's a pretty cheap way to ship Funko Pops. But let me tell you this, in that 50 a month, for the last year and a half to 2 years, we have only had one ever complaint about our shipping. And I genuinely don't even know if that was real, because he shipped it back with the pop opened and pulled out of the pop box and everything was damaged.
I don't think that was even about shipping. I think he just said, this doesn't stand when it's outside of the box.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, scratch that. That was a Thor Pop. I remember that.
Yeah.
We've never had a complaint about our shipping. All our feedback is great shipping, great shipping, great shipping, great shipping. So this is the cheapest way to send a Funko Pop. Now, we have to admit that when Funko Pops go to like $100 or more, we do a different approach.
Yep.
And we've sold Funko Pops up to, I think we sold a $1,000 Funko Pop on eBay.
Gizmo.
Yeah, Gizmo. And that one, we put it in pop armor, in bubble wrap, in a box, that box bubble wrapped inside another box, and then we had full insurance, we had signature confirmation, all that stuff. But that's for the extreme case.
Yeah.
But this is for general Funko Pops that you're sending out. And there's a bunch of applications for this video. Whether you're reselling Pops, whether you're doing giveaways on your channel, whether you're doing giveaways on your Instagram, whether you're sending a trade over to somebody, whether you just sold something because you got two of the same thing, or if you're like us and you get mystery boxes and there are certain Funko Pops that you don't necessarily want or you already have,
yep.
And then you can send those out. All right, so let's go over to the Grown Kids shipping station. Okay, so we got our shipping station here, which is just our glass desk, and we bought a big desk so we can have all this room because we do this often, right? We have that eBay store. First thing you want to do is have something to put it in. So we have a whole stack of boxes, as you can see here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put links to everything that we have here, and we're going to tell you where we got it and maybe some alternatives to that. So first thing we got here is a box. And we'll have an Amazon picture up here. You can get 25 of these for $27 something, but you can also go to Staples and get an even better deal. I don't exactly know how many they have right now, but we use for a single pop 8x6x4, and then we just do a simple tape, tape, tape. And if you're going to be doing this a lot, we recommend a nice little Tape King tape roll. I know it's going to sound like a lot of product placement, but I mean, honestly, this helped us out when we first got into this, is everything we need to use. If you're going to be doing this a lot, this, I promise you, is going to be a time saver, a game changer. It's really helpful. And then the tape is like a 2-inch roll. You can get a 6-pack of that for $12, or the more you buy, obviously, less it costs. If you have an eBay store at a certain level, you get discount codes and money off, and you can actually buy their eBay tape. And that's why we use eBay tape on ours. So we put that in, boom, boom, boom. Now you got the pop. This is a good example. This is one of our giveaway pops that we did on our Patreon. And this was just a free little giveaway we did in the spur of the moment. We got it in a little pop soft protector. I don't even know what company it is, but it's got the nice corners. Even though it's in that, we're still going to put it in bubble wrap. Now remember, there are better ways to ship pops with the most safe thing you can ever ship. But I promise you, these little boxes with a little bit of bubble wrap, we've never had a complaint. So how much does bubble wrap cost? Well, we got this giant thing here, and a 4-pack on Amazon costs $40. That's pretty ridiculous because, Lindsay, how much does the one if you just go to your local Walmart cost?
16 and some change.
Yeah, it's like $16 to $20 for one of these. So we're getting these for $10 shipped to the house by buying 4 together. And again, we'll have a link to that exact one down in the description below. Again, if you're not selling a whole bunch of Funko Pops, you don't need to buy a giant roll like this. You can actually reuse some that you got from a bubble wrap or another eBay purchase. They're pretty good. It's hard to like pop all the bubbles to the point where it's not usable anymore. So what we do is we take off 2. So we take 2 of these off, and it's perforated, so it's a nice little 2-spot. One thing I hate is buying bubble wrap and it's not easily perforated, but this kind that we have linked down below is the really easy perforated kind. It's easy to see, easy to tear. We just put it in this 2 thing of bubble wrap, 2 pieces, and we roll it. And then we just fold it like this. Now you can go ahead and put a whole bunch of tape or not. Personally, we don't like using the tape because you don't really need it. If you just put it in the box, it's not going to unwrap by itself. So the way we did it with the simple fold method, you get a bunch in each corner, which actually keeps the pop in the middle so it's not near the edges anyway. So then, a thing that you can do, if you're selling on eBay, you can throw a nice little thank you card in. If you are doing a Patreon or if you're doing your channel or something, you can go ahead and just toss a little sticker in, and then you can tape it up. So to tape it up, we do a pretty easy, just fold the box in, no mystery here. And now the box is all taped up and every border is taped. It's really nice, it's really simple, it's really safe. Smaller boxes actually have a pretty good structural integrity. It's really hard to damage these. As we're a bigger box, it's easier to take a hit from the side and really mess up the pop. And that's why we don't actually get any complaints about the smaller ones. I'm pretty sure it's because these boxes are really sturdy, a lot more sturdier than you would initially assume. So Lindsay, now we got our box taped up, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna buy a shipping label.
We're gonna weigh it first.
Oh yeah, we're gonna weigh it. We gotta weigh it.
Yeah, we got in our dimensions, both our size of the box as well as the weight. So what we have here is an Accutech scale. And there's many versions of these, and again, this costs about $23, so if you're gonna be doing this for any small amount, this is definitely awesome. We don't like to guess on the weight because that can mess up the person. When you send it to them, they might have to pay the difference if you underguess, or it may come back and charge you again if you underguess. So we buy a scale. We have the one that has a little weight measurement that you can see far away. Because if you put a big box on it, sometimes it's hard to see if the digital readout is right on the scale itself. So we have one that goes over to the side. Pro tip, one other thing that we do is we bought this little calibration weight set, and it comes with a bunch of them, but the 100 grams is the easiest for us. 100 grams equals 3.5 ounces, 3.4 to 3.5 ounces. And we just set that right on the scale. We make sure at the beginning of our shipping that it's 3.5 ounces so that we know that we're good. And in case, something's leaning on it, maybe the cord is tugging on it, we just want to make sure for real. So we take it and we weigh it. This box is coming in at 10.5 ounces. On average, the pops that you're going to be shipping out are going to be 12 ounces if they're in there, in a self-protector, bubble wrapped, and in a box, usually under 12 ounces. The way the United States Postal Service does it, every 4 ounces is a different price range. So if it's between 0 and 4 ounces, between above 4 and 8 ounces, above 8 to 12 ounces, above 12 to a pound, then that's a different amount of money that you're going to have to pay, plus a different amount per area. But don't worry, we're going to talk about the lowest price you can get for shipping as well. Next thing we're going to have to do is go online and find something to buy a shipping label, but our shipping labels are going to be coming out of this Dymo 4XL, which is the best in our opinion. It is costly. These things run between $200 and $300 new. And you can get good deals on them used or good deals on them refurbished. And in the long run, if you are doing this for a lot, right? In the long run, this is going to save you a lot of money and
a lot of time.
A lot of time. So if you're just doing a couple pops, one of the things you can do is if you are buying online, you can just print out to a regular printer, just take the paper and tape it right onto the box.
With clear tape.
Yeah, with clear tape. Totally okay. But if you are going to be doing this a good amount, we encourage you guys to buy a Dymo. But again, this is costly, it's an investment, but it saves you a lot of time in the long run. The only thing you have to pay, because what this is a thermal printer, and it just pretty much burns the image, in this case the writing, like the address and stuff like that, the barcode, right onto a sticker, and then you just peel it off and put it right on. The sticker paper would cost a lot if you're buying the Dymo version, but we buy the generic third-party version, and this is from Becky, and this one has been fine, and you get a whole box of like, what, 12 or so for $45.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot, but I promise you, in the long term of going through this is a lot less costly than putting ink in your printer. It really helps out. Even if you're buying third-party ink, it really helps out, and I'm telling you, the time it saves is amazing. Again, links to all this stuff. And like we said, there's alternatives. An alternative is just printing it out, taping it on. Another alternative is not even using an online thing and just writing it. There's a huge benefit to buying shipping at home and then printing it out and putting on this. And that's because you can save a great amount, like up to 25% on your labels using a free website. And I promise you, it sounds sketchy. It sounds like we're doing this like fake thing. We also were pretty sketched out at first, wondering if this was real, if it was legit. This is awesome. Everyone I know uses it, both in the pop community and in the eBay community. It saves a lot of money. And sometimes people ship us stuff and we're like, oh man, they paid full price for this at the post office, and we feel bad because they could have saved like $3 or $4 on like an $8 purchase shipping label. So let's go check that out.
All right, so this is pirateship.com, and it is completely free to use. All you have to do is make an account. There's no monthly subscription fee or anything. You just have to purchase your labels.
And we really thought that this was another one of those internet hoaxes where it's like, all right, it's free, but you got to give credit card information. Nope, completely free. I'm pretty sure you'll see people in the comments below saying, yeah, we use Pirate Ship, it's awesome. And we encourage people to use Pirate Ship, especially if you're doing this on any regular basis, because you can always walk it down to the post office or anything like that, but they're going to charge the normal rates. And Pirate Ship will even tell you, here's what the normal rate is and here's what % off you're getting.
Yep.
So in this case, we are making up a whole thing, right? Just because we're not really doing this. We have a name here, and it's pretty easy to use. It's name, address, and as you type in most addresses, it'll auto-complete it, and it's pretty good. We're just going to put in our own P.O. box. So P.O. Box 1361. And then we go and fill it in, and it starts doing it. So we got everything filled in for the to, and then from the shipping address, like where you're shipping it from. So now we have our to address, we have our from address. We're not going to save this one. And then you have to pick, is it a box or is it a bag? Remember, don't ship your Funko Pops in bags.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. This box is cheap, and I think on Amazon you're getting them for about $1 a piece, and on Staples you're getting them for less. And you can also go to your local Staples, and Staples has a great shipping policy. It's free shipping and it shows up really quick.
Yeah.
So then we got our box or rigid packaging, that's this. And then you want to put in true to life package dimensions. Remember, anything over 12 by 12 by 12 is going to cost based on your shipping size. And it's going to assume it's like 38 pounds. It's ridiculous.
It's like dimensional weight it goes off of?
Dimensional weight. So you're going to want to ship these in small boxes. So we got our box here, and it says that it's an 8 by 6 by 4. Usually that's like your internal dimensions. If you actually measured this, it's going to be a little over 8 inches. We just play it safe and put 9 by 7 by 5. It doesn't affect it until it goes over 12 by 12 by 12, so you can put whatever you want. Now, package weight, like we talked about, that's a big deal. This weighed in at 10.5 ounces. So if you put in 11 ounces or 12 ounces, it doesn't matter. If you put in 13 ounces, and this is why it's important not to just guess, because 13 ounces is going to cost a lot more. Mm-hmm. It's like $1.50 more, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is when you're selling, let's say you're selling a $10 pop. That's a big deal. Cut into your profits. Or just cut into your pocket money.
Always round up. 10.5 ounces is 11 ounces, according to the post office.
Yeah, so if this weighs in at 12.5 ounces, then it is going to be 13 ounces.
Yes.
And if you bring it to the post office and hand it to them and they scan it, they're going to be like, no, you owe us more money.
Yep.
This was 10.5 ounces, so we're going to put 12 ounces in here. We don't need any extra services. It's not hazardous materials. You don't need customs form unless it's going overseas. And now we're going to get our rates. Since we put this in as shipping to ourselves, it's looking at it as like shipping it from our zip code to our zip code. So this is going to be the cheapest rate that we can get for 12 ounces. And you see here, it says first class package. And always double check your shipping to and from info and make sure none of that changed. You got your first class package here, which in USPS is anything a pound and under can be shipped first class package. So we got our first class package here, And this is $4.04. If you went to the post office, that would be $5.50. So you're saving 27% by using pirateship.com. No, we're not paid. No, we're not sponsored. Then you got to make sure shipping date is good. And then you can align your payment. We have our payment aligned. And then you just hit buy label. Then the label pops up and it says you can either download it and print it. Maybe you want to download it to another computer or send it an email to some computer that's lined up to your printer, whatever the case is for you. We just hit print because it goes directly to our Dymo. So we just printed out, it just came out of Dymo, and now let's see how easy it is to apply this sticker. So it tears right off, easy, saves a lot of time. And we got our sticker here with our sample, because we didn't buy a real postage for this. And you just lay it down. And that's it. That's how much time it saves, that's how easy it is. And now we have here, with all the shipping, all the supplies, and everything you need, this actually comes out to about $4.80 to ship. And that's with a box, with tape, with a label, everything all factored in. So not too bad. And that's why a lot of times on eBay, when you see shipping, it costs about $5 to $6 because there's some eBay fees, plus the cost of the box, shipping, etc., etc. Remember to check your shipping on eBay. Sometimes people sell things for $5 and then they throw $180 in shipping for no reason, and you agree to pay for it and you don't even look, and then you pay for it. So be careful on that.
So there you have it. There's a step-by-step on everything you need to ship Funko Pops safely and cheap.
And as we acknowledged, a lot of the stuff that we used, for example, the big tape roll, the Dymo printer, that's going to be if you're doing this a lot.
Yeah.
If you're only doing a little bit, then you probably have some tape around the house, some packing tape. You can use that. We like to use bubble wrap that we got out of mystery boxes and other eBay purchases. So reuse stuff like that. Be careful reusing boxes.
Yes.
So we talked about the structural rigidity of this and the integrity, and it's really safe. But if it's already been through the mail a couple times, then it could have some pre-existing damage that when all of a sudden, you know, they stack a bunch of boxes, it collapses. So be very careful. And we've seen that a couple times. People will reuse boxes and it'll show up a lot more damaged. So we do all our boxes fresh.
Yep.
And if you go to Staples, you can buy a box in hand, just one box for $1 or so.
Yeah.
So it does benefit to buy in bulk, but it doesn't cost too much if you just want to do this one time and that's it. So there you go. That's this week's tips and tricks video. We just want to put together something because we see a lot of people asking a lot of questions on how to ship pops, and also people don't know about Pirate Ship and can save a lot of money by using it, even if they're only using it 1 or 2 times every month.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. This is Grown Kids TV.
We'll see you later.